we're a family here. No, you're not. Families don't conduct performance reviews. Families don't eliminate you during restructuring. Families don't require 2 weeks' notice before you're allowed to leave. You're not a family. You're an employment contract with a Nespresso machine and passive-aggressive Slack messages. But here's the bit that really stings. Your workplace doesn't care about your well-being. It cares about your productivity. And every initiative, every policy, every mental health awareness poster in the break room, it's not about you, it's about output. This is Overthinking Department, where we don't do corporate theatre. Let's talk about what your employer actually cares about. Spoiler, it's not you. Somewhere in the last decade, companies discovered empathy, or rather, they discovered that performing empathy is good for business. Suddenly, every workplace has a wellness program, a mental health day policy, a diversity and inclusion initiative, a "we care about you" statement in the handbook. Lovely, isn't it? Except, if they cared about your well-being, they wouldn't expect you to respond to emails at 9 p.m. If they cared about your mental health, they wouldn't glorify overwork as dedication. If they cared about work-life balance, they wouldn't make taking holiday feel like letting the team down. Corporate empathy isn't empathy, it's risk management. They're not worried about your burnout because they care about you. They're worried because burnt-out employees are expensive. Sick leave, turnover, decreased productivity. So they implement policies, not to help you, to retain you. Mental health days? Great. Unless taking one makes you feel guilty because nobody else does. Unless your workload doesn't decrease just because you're absent. Unless you return to 147 unread emails and passive-aggressive questions about, how was your day off? It's theatre. Corporate compassion as performance art. And the real genius, they've convinced you that you're the problem if you're struggling. Wypadłem. We offer mental health support. Yes, through an app that you access on your own time, while still meeting your targets. We encourage work-life balance. Do you? Because Sarah got promoted and she works weekends, and Tom got made redundant and he left at 5 p.m. every day. Funny how that works. The policies exist so they can say they exist, not so you can actually use them without penalty. One clever bloke noted that under certain systems, workers are valued not as people, but as units of production. You're not John. You're John from finance. You're not a person with a life, you're a resource. Human. Capital. And capital is supposed to generate return. Your employer doesn't pay you out of generosity. They pay you because your labour generates more value than your salary costs. That's not cynicism, that's economics. Which means the moment you stop being profitable, you're expendable. But they said they value me. They value your output. You, personally, you're replaceable. There's someone younger, cheaper, more desperate waiting to take your role, and they'll do it for less money and fewer complaints. This isn't personal, it's structural. The system isn't designed to care about you, it's designed to extract maximum value whilst giving minimum cost. And every We Care initiative, it's designed to keep you productive just long enough to hit quarterly targets. That's not evil, it's just capitalism. Right. Deep breath. Here's what nobody in HR will tell you. Your loyalty means nothing. You can give 10 years to a company, miss family events, work late, go above and beyond, and they'll still let you go the moment the budget doesn't balance. It's not personal, it's business. Correct. Which means your relationship with your employer should also be business. They're not your family, they're not your friend. They're a transactional relationship where you exchange your labour for money. That's it. Stop giving them your soul. Stop sacrificing your health for their targets. Stop feeling guilty for having boundaries. Because they don't feel guilty when they eliminate your position. They don't feel guilty when they expect you to do the work of 3 people. They don't feel guilty when they promote someone less qualified because they're cheaper. So why are you feeling guilty for leaving at 5 p.m? Here's the uncomfortable reality. Your employer will take as much as you're willing to give. Your time, your energy, your weekends, your mental health. And when you've got nothing left, they'll replace you. Not because they're monsters, because that's how the system works. You are not valued for your humanity. You're valued for your output. And the moment your output decreases, for any reason, you become a problem to manage. Sick? Problem. Burnt out? Problem struggling? Problem. But we have support systems. Yes. Systems designed to get you back to full productivity as quickly as possible, not to actually help you, to help them. So, what now? Quit? Revolt? Become a hermit in the woods? Tempting, but impractical. Here's the reframe. If your employer doesn't care about you, only your productivity, then you should care about yourself more than the job. Set boundaries, real ones. Leave at 5 p.m. Don't answer emails after hours. Take your holiday, all of it. Use your sick days when you're sick. Not when you're dying. When you're sick, your employer won't protect you, so you have to protect yourself. And here's the kicker. You don't owe them more than the job description. Going above and beyond is a scam. It's unpaid labour disguised as career development. Do your job, do it well, then go home. Because at the end of your life, you won't wish you'd spent more time in the office. You'll wish you'd spent more time living. Your boss doesn't care about your well-being, so you need to care about your well-being radically, unapologetically. They'll survive without your overtime. They'll survive without your weekend emails. They'll survive without you sacrificing your peace for their profit. And if they don't, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Your workplace is not your family. Your job is not your identity. Your employer's success is not your responsibility. You are a person with a life, a body, a mind. Limits. And none of those things are negotiable for a salary. So draw the line, enforce it. And when they push back, because they will, remind yourself, they don't care about your well-being. They care about your productivity. So care about yourself more than they ever will, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And now, a question for you. What's the most manipulative thing a workplace has done whilst claiming it was for your well-being? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's compare notes. Subscribe if you've ever been called part of the family by someone who'd fire you without blinking. Overthinking Department, where we don't do corporate theatre. Open 24/7.